a little time with me. Spend a little time with me. Spend a little time with me. Hang with me. Spend a little time with me. Spend a little time with me. From Decatur to Knoxville, Tennessee. Spend a little time with me. I see you, Sarah. Spend a little time with me. Lynn, spend a little time with me. I hope I'm the one you came to see. Why don't you spend some time? Spend some time with me. Hey! What up? Beautiful people. Sarah says, yes, coach can sing. Thank you, babe. Lord. Let me give you something good. Can I give you something good? Can I give you something good? Come on through. Can I give you something good? Let me give you. I just read something. That's the only reason why I just was like, let me tell you something good. But yeah, the singing part, let me give you something good. The singing part, for those who don't know, I was also on American Idol the year after Fantasia won. Look, so I've always been a singer. And if you see my skits, you know I'll be giving you that overflow. Hey, Bridget, I'll be giving y'all some stuff. So that's why I love to sing. I sing all the time. But also, let me give you something good on another level. Deal of the hour. Now, I just bought up a whole bunch of books from my girl, Monyetta Shaw. Okay? And her book is called Keeping It Classy. And it's a book, hey, Houston, Texas. And it's a book on co-parenting. I'm sure some of y'all can relate to co-parenting, especially when you're trying to move on. Especially when you're trying to move on. Okay? So I'm going to give that book away. If you order that within the hour, I'm going to give you that book. And I'm also going to give you Malaysia Pargo's eyelashes tool on top of it. And I'm going to give you a one-on-one consultation on top of that. So text me up, 864-710-1520 with hashtag deal of the hour. So hit me up. And again, you got 1 hour from now. Now, you ready? Life homework for the rest of the day. Take responsibility. This is what I like to call you can do this for the next 24 hours. No excuses. I don't like talking to people a lot because anytime you ask them like real questions, they'll give you like fake answers. Like, for real. That's why I just like talking to real people who, just take responsibility. I love those people. I can talk to folks like that all day long. People who just say, you know what? I did mess up. Or, you know what? I could do better. See, I like talking to people like that. But I don't talk to folks who, when you ask them what's wrong, they have 97,000 excuses on why they can't do this or why they can't do that. So I'll just be like, oh, okay, well, I told you what you need to do. Now, if you got 97,000 excuses on why you can't do something, then that's when I have to separate myself from the conversation because I ain't got time for it. Okay? Because let me give you something good. In the world where I live, there ain't nothing you can't do when you decide to do. There ain't nothing you can't do once you lock in and you decide to do. I don't care what it is. So when you give me excuses on why you can't do something, you lose me. And we can't talk about it. Because again, I come from the mindset of, winners win, losers come up with excuses. We get it done. It's not about, I can't do this because. It's not about, excuses. It's the mindset of, I will, I can, I must. John P. Key had a song called, I can, I shall. What is it? I can, I will, I must. I shall, I will, I must. One of them. But it goes back to making decisions. Now, if you got excuses, you ain't producing nothing. And again, I don't talk to folks like that. I just ain't got time. Because again, you're talking to a person who has built a multi-million-dollar business, had on the number one. Well, last year we had the number one new reality show on the planet, and I trained some of the sexiest and finest people on the planet. And here's the thing. I never graduated college, and I'm from a small town in South Carolina, but I run national commercials on television, and I'm followed by hundreds of thousands of people, almost 1 million people. And again, I'm from Seneca, South Carolina. So if I can do it from the woods of Seneca, South Carolina, don't feed me and tell me why you can't do nothing. Again, if I can do it, especially, and I played at Clemson University, home of the Fighting Tigers, which puts you at a 0.00001% of all of the people to ever, live. Again, if I can do that, don't tell me what you can't do. Because here's the thing. It drips over into other aspects of your life. Because if you're making excuses on why you can't do something, let's say with weight loss, but I can't run because it is. Or I can't do this because of that, and my back, and my knees, and this. If you got 97 different excuses with that, you use that same excuse in other areas of your life. Well, I would do this, but my back and my knees. Well, I would apply for that job, but it requires me to do a whole bunch of standing, and my knees and my back bad and stuff like that. So, I can't do it. See, that's why you just got to start. And again, if you're in a relationship, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with a person like that who always just gave me excuses. Hey, when we gone? Well, I would, but my back hurt and my knees hurt and I think my ankles swell. I wouldn't want to deal with that all the time. You see what I'm saying? See, that's why, and the funny thing is, people don't pay attention to stuff like that while they're dating. I'm just saying. But that's one of the things, like even before I got married, I would always listen for that. Man secret. I'm about to give you a man secret. That stuff I would always listen for. Because I'm not a big excuse person. So I'd listen to your conversations. Two things I would listen for is, one, do you talk sorry? And what I mean by that is, do you use powerful words or do you use sorry words? Do you use defeating words? Words that defeat. Like, I'm frustrated. And I can't believe, and it's so hard to find somebody, especially if it's all gloom and doom. That's one thing. And because I need a fight, when I was dating, I was like, I need a fighter. Life is already hard. I need me a fighter. I need somebody, who will stand in the gap, stand in the trenches, and produce, regardless if you felt the way you felt tonight. I'm like, shoot, I need me a soldier who can walk with me, who can uplift me too. I got you. But when times get tough and we in war, you start using that language of pitiful. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? We can't do nothing. Because you're going to be the first one to mail it in because you ain't got no fight about you. You have zero fights about you. Like, none. Gets hard. You mail it in. So, with that being said, long story short, you just got to start producing. First of all, you just got to be like, sometimes, I'm sorry in this area. Like, I'm pitiful. I need to work on this. And when you acknowledge that you pitiful and you kind of sorry in certain areas of your life, work on it. Versus being in denial, like, oh no, that ain't, oh no, that ain't me. Have you ever just saw a person when you call them out on something, they'll be in denial. No, how dare you say that? But everybody else in the room kind of like in agreement with you, like, I've been trying to tell her that for long. She won't listen to me. Everybody in this room said the same thing. Yeah, look, the past boyfriend back over there eating chicken like, yeah, I told her that too. She wouldn't listen to me. Sometimes you just got to be like, you know what? I need to work on this. Because again, it was stuff that you don't address will only hurt you when you don't address it. When you don't do nothing about it. When you keep deny. Oh, that ain't me. Oh, that. And again, you got 5, 6, 7 people saying, hey, yeah, that's you. When you're in denial, that thing can hurt you. Like in different areas of your life. You don't even realize, certain things about yourself. But sometimes you just got to be real honest. Do I run away from stuff? Check yes or check no. Whoop. Let's be honest. Yeah. I've ran away from some stuff. I continuously run away from this issue here. Do I procrastinate on things I know I need to be taken care of and handling? Oh, shoot. Let's be honest. All right, shoot, that's me. But you get mad when somebody else bring it up. So with that being said, your challenge is own your stuff and don't let your stuff own you. Own your stuff. I don't care how bad it make you feel. I'm saying. No more avoiding stuff, being in denial about stuff. Again, sometimes you just gotta say, I suck. Like for real, sometimes you just gotta say, you know what, I really suck. And I'm gonna work on this. And you know what? I might even have to apologize to some people who said the same thing about me. I got mad at them, tossed them up out of my life because they said something that was, I don't know, true. Isn't it? Let me ask you a question. Be honest. And it's just us. Let me ask you this question. You ready? Have you ever gotten mad at somebody for saying something that was true about you, and you really was just mad because they said it, even though it was true? Go ahead. Don't be shy. Feel free. Oh, throw your hand up. There you go. Keep it coming. Keep those hands popping up. Chanel said, Coach, you calling me out. That's what I do. Yeah, shoot. Green eyes, 77. She say she guilty. Yeah, just got heated. Mad. Just keep it coming. Sandria says yes. You talking to me. Tamika said, yeah, you got me. I candy. Carney, yes. Tawana says, yes. I get so defensive. See, that's what I love about y'all. Y'all be honest. Tina says, yep. Hey, Bunky. Bunky says, yes, Coach. Okay. Yes, that's me. I did. Now here's the thing. This is where it's going to catch you and it's going to mess you up. Now, if somebody is telling you the truth and you get mad about it, watch me. Is that rooted in pride? Yes or no? Be honest. Let me ask you a better question. Are you prideful? To where nobody can tell you nothing until you tell you something. Be honest. Do you have a pride issue? Do you have a pride issue? Have you tossed away people who try to tell you the truth? And see, that's the funny thing. We'll embrace people who lie to us all the time. How this look? Oh, that look good. How this look on me? It feels a little tight. Oh, that look good. Just lying. You know, you accept lies. but the minute somebody calls you out for your mouth, why you say that? Now, you know you shouldn't have said that. Oh, but he done made me mad. You know what? And I'm mad at you too. So if you feel like he do, well, you can hit the door too. But again, you'll accept a compliment where people will have you walking out looking silly and stupid. But the moment somebody tells you the truth about you get mad and want to toss everybody out because somebody's speaking truth to you. But you will accept a lie. Yeah, let me see. I'm reading. Yep, guilty. Absolutely, mine is always pride. But as the good book says, you know, where there's pride, there's destruction. Have you ever known good stuff to happen because of pride? Like for real, has pride really produced? You can call it bullheadedness, stubbornness, pride. You can use all kind of words. You know, has that really produced anything beautiful in your life or anything? Because destruction comes with pride. And again, bullheaded stubbornness, just being a butt about stuff whenever your feelings get touched. And let's be honest, all the pride, your little pride gets activated when your feelings get touched. Let's have a real moment. Yeah. When somebody touch your feelings, when somebody hurt your feelings, that's when the pride comes out. Let me ask you a better question. Do you lead with your feelings? Think of some of your biggest mistakes in life. Have you failed in certain aspects of your life because of your emotions? Because you're led by emotions. You're driven by your emotions. Be honest. Because when somebody make you mad, and you good as long as nobody don't make you mad. But and let's be honest, do you handle things horribly when your feelings get touched? Guilty. I'm sitting here looking at guilty. Okay. I'm sensitive. Okay. Yes, guilty. I'm reading a lot of guilties. Now let me mess you up. Because I'm your coach. I'm your dude. I'm the dude who helps you, who helps you see things a little bit better. Because, I come from a different perspective. Okay. Let me give you something good. Ready? So if you're always being led by your feelings, if you're always being led by your feelings and you shoot off at the mouth, you try to get people back, and you say stuff like, I want to make you feel like you made me feel. You say stuff like that. Well, I was just getting you back because you, okay. Now, stay with me. So, if I'm the devil, you believe in God and devil. I believe in God and devil. If you don't, that's cool, but I do. You on my broadcast, so you believe with me too. Now, if I'm devil, and I really don't want you to be happy. And I want to mess up your stuff. And I want to sabotage your stuff. And, I'm devil. So I can come through a whole bunch of different ways. I can come through your front door. I can come through your window. Even through a little crack, I can just come on in and interrupt your stuff. Now, if I wanted to mess you up and mess up your happiness, your peace, and your joy, wouldn't the only thing I really have to do is enter into the window of your feelings to disrupt your stuff? I can create chaos. I can create misunderstandings. You remember the show Three's Company? That show was literally based off of misunderstandings. They ran for years. Same setup, and it was based off of misunderstandings. How many misunderstandings have you had that you've ultimately messed stuff up because devil entered through the pathway of your feelings? And again, if I'm devil and I want to keep joy out of your life and I want to keep that man out of your life that you've been praying for, and the only thing I really have to do is fool with your feelings in order to cancel you out, to stop you from ever being happy. All I have to do is play with your mind, manipulate your feelings, create chaos and misunderstanding, even with the text messaging. Have you ever just snapped on somebody, for even if it could be something as small as using capital letters. Are you hollering at me? I know you just didn't holler at me. You using all caps. Because you in your feelings. Or somebody could say something, somebody could text something one way, you interpret it as being something else, and then you mess that whole thing up because you in your feelings. I always say, if you're being ran by your feelings, you're in trouble. You've already made it easy. You made that thing so easy. Well, if you want to mess with Angeline, piss off, make her mad. She'll shoot that mouth clean on off and mess up everything. Just mess up everything because she ain't got no control. She ain't got no self-control. And then your friends will try to just, make you feel better. Oh, you just telling it how it is. You just keeping it real. But keeping it real does go wrong. And it will cancel you out. Don't matter how fine you are. If you ain't got no control of your feelings and your emotions, you probably ain't got no control over your mouth or control of your actions. How many of y'all in the past have messed around just because somebody hurt your feelings? Let me raise my hand. Oh, I'll show that person. Oh, you done did this. Shoot, I'll do this. Only to find out that you were wrong. But because somebody touched your little feelings. Oh, I've been wrong in the past. I ain't even gonna lie. I've messed up plenty of stuff because, I was in my feelings. And I'm gonna show you. And I'm gonna make you feel like how you made me feel. And you go out there acting a fool. Only to be wrong. And now you done messed up something that could have been good. Because you got emotional. And you don't know how to just sit your butt down and think. And just simmer down and use logic because you're reactionary. See, that's why you got to start looking at yourself. And you got to start having like these real conversations with yourself. And sometimes you just got to be honest and be like, okay, have the same people been saying the same thing about me over the years? Yeah. Could it be true? Then this is when you have to be honest. Yeah. Even my kids say it. Mama, why are you so mean? Why you be hollering all the time? What's wrong with you? If your kids telling you the same thing, your boo thing telling you the same thing, your closest friends telling you the same thing, Your family members have, been saying the same thing. Quite possibly your mom and daddy done said the same thing about you. There might be something to some stuff, and that might be the same thing that's blessing blocking you from having everything you want. But it's gonna cause. But you gotta start looking at yourself and being honest. Versus always, it ain't me, it's them. Oh, that can't be. That ain't me. You must got me confused with somebody else. That ain't me. The more you deny, the more you gonna cry by yourself. Because again, I know a lot of gorgeous women who are by themselves because they don't adjust to the one thing that's keeping them away from what they're supposed to have. And I don't want that to be you. So own your stuff. That's the afternoon challenge. Start owning your stuff. No, it's not their fault. It might be your fault. It might be your feelings. It might be your emotions. It might be your mouth. Might be. So I'm just saying, take a hard look, then make the adjustments, because again, it makes no sense for me to make you fine, make you gorgeous, but that same little flaw rears its ugly little head every time you get close to, having what you're supposed to have. Here it come. Here it come. Devil tapping on your little shoulder. Now, he probably doing this, and he probably doing that. Oh, he didn't call you. He said he was going to call at 12:30. It's 12:45. The next thing you know, you done messed something up. You done messed it up. Stop messing stuff up. Stop messing stuff up. If you agree to stop self-sabotaging through the windows of your feelings, say, I got you, coach. If you agree to stop blessing blocking thou self and start taking a more introspective look at self and correcting, where changes need to be made, say, well, I got you. Let me see. Got a question. Do you believe weight loss will change your personality? Yep. Like, you tolerate less BS. Yes. Seen it way too many times. Woman is 100 pounds overweight. She starts to feel like she should just take the first available thing, who hollers. But after she done dropped that weight, it becomes a brand new story, because now she can upgrade. And now she done kind of, she's starting to feel herself. A lot of times when you 60, 70, 100 pounds overweight, you ain't feeling you. And you just happy for somebody to be feeling you. See what I'm saying? So to answer your question, yes, your personality does change, and it should change. Because again, let's just have like an extra real moment. Again, when you're not feeling you, and it's been a minute since somebody hollered, you hopping on that first bus, you hopping on that first train. Especially if he look a little decent. Even if he don't look a little decent, you still gonna do something, because it's been a minute. Let's be honest now. Because again, if you're 100 pounds overweight, you ain't got a lot of choices. Let's just be honest now. Because again, men, we'll hit anything, but we ain't gonna commit to everything. That's not popular to say. But I shoot you straight. I'm just saying. So when you drop that 100 and you feeling yourself and everything is boom, 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 things change, because now you're attracting a different type of person now that looks better than the people that used to holler at you. So now you upgrade everything. And you like, shoot the stuff. Have you ever just been with somebody and you like, I don't even know, what was I thinking when I was with him? Can I get in the amens? When you were heavier and you done got yourself kinified, have you ever just looked back, when I look back over my life and I think things over, Have you ever just looked back in your past and you say, what? What was I thinking? They got their little back tooth teeth missing on both sides. They, you the only one that thought they was cute. Nobody else did. They didn't have a long line. He talked to you any kind of way, but you just felt like, well, this is the only thing I can muster up right now. So I better just settle on this because I got needs and stuff. Yeah. But then you done got fined, and then you look back and you're like, dang, I used to talk to that person. What was I thinking about? Because you didn't have as many options. You wasn't feeling you. The people you date is a reflection of how you feel upon yourself. I just said something. The person that you're with is a reflection of what you feel like you deserve. Oh, I just said something. That's a t-shirt. Yeah. So, look. You're welcome, hon. But, again, let me say that one more time before I go so you can catch that. The people you're with, the people you date, the people you marry, is a reflection of what you feel like you deserve. So, that person who cheated on you, that person who told you, who said stuff like this, and watch. Person who says this, nobody wants you but me, and then goes about telling you what's wrong with you. If you deal with that, and he says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I was just saying that because I was mad, and you accept it. That's not a reflection on him. That's a reflection on. He smack you in the mouth, you still there. Because let me tell you, if man secret, you ready? Sometimes it's dudes when you say crazy stuff and it come out of your mouth and you like, dang, I can't believe I said that. Or a man cheats on you, you find out about it, or he tell you about it, how way y'all do? You find out about it because we ain't going to be like, oh, I'm over here messing with Teresa. You find out about it, you get mad, you cry, and you stay. That says more about you. You stayed. I done told you I'm over here beating her up. I'm beating that up. You found out about it. You got mad. But you still stayed. That's not a reflection on him. That's a reflection on you. And here's the thing, as a dude, you get away with that thing one time. First of all, you justifying it in your mind like, that went better than I thought it would. She found out about it, talking about we need to talk. Who is this, that, and the other? Because first of all, we're going to expect you to cry, be irate, be crazy, throw some stuff, break some stuff. Go run to the room, cry, just be crazy. But after the crying subsides, and you say stuff like, well, can we talk about it? First of all, as a dude, we like, huh? Then the second thought that hits our mind is, she don't think a lot of herself. Because I might be the only one in her mind she thinks she can have. So I'm just going to keep beating it in her mind that nobody wants you but because you've already shown that you believe it by constantly taking me back. It's a reflection of, and I'm going to keep doing it because you accepted it the first time and the second time. Well, I just won't be as sloppy the second, third, fourth time. But again, you've already shown me who you think you are. So until you change your mind about who you are, you're going to keep dealing with the same issues and dealing with the same people. Am I talking to somebody? If I'm talking to you, because anytime I go on a tangent like that, it's normally because somebody's going through that particular situation. Be honest. If that's your situation and you've just accepted anything and everything, and now you're like, what the hell? He talking to me. And this is my situation. If that's your situation, be honest. And this is a judge-free zone. If that's your situation, the way you've just accepted anything and everything, and you tired, and you know that this has now become your habit, and this is, been your norm, and if you've caught yourself saying, now, how did I get here? Now, 5, 10, 15 years ago, there's no way in the world I would have accepted that. There's no way in the world I would let my dude just look at people like that in my face or just do or accept this. There's no way in the world 10, 15 years ago I would have even dealt with that. If that's you, it's a reflection of, and it's a reflection of what you've chosen to accept now. Now, this is where we have to turn this thing around. Because here's the beautiful thing. Just because you've accepted something to this, to this certain point in time, doesn't mean you have to carry it out. And you have to continue with it. That's the beauty. Because here's the thing. You can always pump the brakes on your situation again. You don't have to continuously go through the same thing. That's the beauty of life. And y'all know how y'all have changed your mind with other things in your life. I changed my mind. I don't want it. You can change your mind about that too. That's the beautiful thing about free will. You may have been jacking that whole thing up the whole time, that whole relationship or whatever, the whole time. That line in the sand has constantly been pushed back. Constantly being pushed back. You've done things you say you never in your life you do. Constantly said things that I never in my life would I do that. Then 5 years later, you're over there doing it. You can always pump the brakes. You can always pump the brakes and say, you know what? I've had to change your heart. I ain't playing no more. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know we did that and the other, and I know I did that. But you know what? I'm tired. I don't want to do that no more. So sometimes you just have to wave people away to save yourself. Because all it takes is a couple of times of you doing stuff that you never say you do and accept things you would never accept. And dang, he done punched me in the face. Shoot, there's nowhere in the world. And then now it's 5, 10, 15, 20 times now. You ain't got to continuously keep going. At some point, you got to pump the brakes and be like, no, I don't feel that way about me no more. Because now I understand my value. I understand my worth. So if that means I got to cut and prune you, I'm waving you away because I'm going to choose me and I'm going to save me. Versus let you kill me and kill my idea of self. And then if something happened to me, you going on with somebody else. Sick, because you already got somebody. Because, people already got somebody on deck just in case something happens. All the while, you done wasted all of this. Your mind gone, mind tired. People done changed your mind about you. You used to like you. You used to respect you, but, I'm just saying, it's never too late to turn that thing around. So if that's your situation, turn your stuff around. But it's going to require you to be honest. It's going to require you to be strong. But again, and I'm going to point out the obvious and I'm going to leave you alone. You've been through a breakup before, right? Did you die? Did it kill you? If you're watching this broadcast, it didn't kill you because you're here. You've been through heartbreak before, right? If you're in your 20s, your 30s, and your 40s, and your 50s, chances are you probably had some disappointments and some setbacks. You probably had, relationships that failed, engagements called off, divorces. You didn't die, right? True? Yes, no, maybe. True? So why is this any different? Take the fear out of it. Because a lot of y'all are staying in stuff because you're afraid of being by yourself. Now here's the dumb question. If you're afraid of being by yourself, what's your opinion of you if you don't want to be alone with you? If you don't want to be by yourself and be alone with you, what does that say about you and how you feel about you? You much rather have somebody who talks down to you just because you got company, because you don't want to be by yourself. What does that say about you? What does that say about you? Think about that. Everything that you have right now, no matter what you drive, where you live, who you date, where you work, is a reflection of you and what you've accepted. Ta-da! And there it is. You just have to decide what your worth is. And don't waver from it. And you got to declutter everything that you've been told. And be honest with yourself. And you just got to be like, you know what? I have accepted a lot of stuff. When people say you ain't nothing, nobody wants you but me, and this, that, and the other, you might deny it during the argument, but at some point in your life, that thing stuck. That thing stuck. Even after you've denied it, you done had some of your best comebacks, and you done cut that joke at the knees. Somebody keeps saying something to you long enough, that thing is going to stick, especially, if you ain't quite sure yourself. Hey, maybe this person is telling the truth. You don't say it out loud, but if I keep throwing stuff at you, long enough, years and years and years and years, something gonna stick if I keep throwing. Declutter all of that. Redefine who you gonna be, and don't let anybody talk you out of you being you again, because somebody changed your mind about you and you allowed it. Somebody changed your mind about you. Somebody changed your mind about you. Now it's on you to change your mind about you. Your opinion has to be stronger than the person who tried to tear you down, who tried to cut you at the knees. The only opinion that matters is yours. How do you feel about you? And if you don't feel good about you, be honest. I don't feel good about me. Yes, I have bought what he said about me. Yeah. I have bought what mama said about me, daddy said about me. Now it's time for me to change my mind about who I am. It's time for me to define who I'm going to be. It's time for me to change my mind. And you can. That's the beautiful thing about free will. Again, you can always change your mind. So I dare you. Change your mind about you. Candy Carney says, how do we find that balance? Because when I open my mouth, it's usually to clarify a misconception of me. First of all, why are you defending yourself? If you know who you are, why are you defending you? Why are you defending you? If I already know who I am, and you trying to tell me who I am, why am I defending what I already know to somebody who telling me what they think? Stop defending yourself. You're not on trial. You're not in court. If they want to believe a certain thing about you, that's on them. But it's your responsibility to know who you are. And if I know who I am, I don't have to defend who I am. if I already know who I am, if I've already defined who I am. Which goes back to you. You have to define you. And don't let people talk you out of it, or you have a debating contest about who you are. Because if I'm debating, I'm not sure. Again, that's a reflection on and of you. If the sky's blue and I'm calling it green, if the sky's blue, I'm calling it green. Why are you fussing back and forth with me saying, but it is blue? But it is blue. If you already know it's blue, why we out here fussing about what it really is? Think about it. There's a difference between being alone and lonely. Here's the thing with that. I know a lot of people who are always around a lot of people who are some of the most loneliest people. Surrounded by hundreds of thousands of people who are the most loneliest. Okay? But here's the thing. And it goes back to expectation. I don't live my life alone. Because I believe in abundance and I believe in happiness. You won't, even if I'm alone, I'm with thousands of people. I'm doing stuff for thousands of people. So I'm never alone or lonely. Because anytime I'm working on something, I'm doing something for thousands and I'm doing something for millions of people. When my people come over to work out, I'm in the moment. So it's kind of like I'm never alone and I'm never lonely. Now, let me apply that to you. If you're feeling lonely or if you're constantly alone, it's still a byproduct of saying. So, anything that deals with lack, I'm an abundance person. I just flow in abundance. I'm not anything that's miserable or even sounds miserable or sounds, opposite of abundance. And that's why I always come on, with y'all, because I'm like, okay, no, we don't do lonely. We don't do alone. We don't do, people talking to us any kind of way that makes us feel low. No, we don't do none of that because that's not our standard. That's why I show up every day. Just to kind of remind you, hey, you're special, you're original, you're one of a kind. When you die, it's a wrap. So, I just look. I pop up every day just to remind you of your value, because sometimes I feel like y'all forget. Sometimes I think you forget what level you're on. So that's why I try to pop up as much as possible, just to serve as a reminder of, hey, you're one in a million, baby. Because sometimes I feel like you need that. Okay? So that's what's up. So let me break on y'all, but I love y'all extremely. Thank you for hanging. Look, I'm coming back this evening. We'll wrap some more. But I love you extremely. Let me read. You're welcome, babe. Look, I like to make sure y'all good because y'all mine. Look, if you don't hear how special you are from anybody else today, I promise you will hear it from me, because you are. Sometimes you just need that reminder. Sometimes you just need that little kick in the butt sometimes to be like, shoot, I am a queen. Or if you're a dude, I am a king. Shh. What was I thinking? Sometimes you got to have them moments of, what was I thinking? Sometimes you got to look at your stuff and be like, what was I thinking? I am banging. What was I thinking? Shoot. Because again, if you keep dealing with people who don't see your value and don't treat you at a certain level, then you're going to start believing it. Going back to what I was saying before, you know, if you constantly have people telling you that you suck and nobody wants you and y'all blah, and you never hear anything different, then what you going to think? Shoot, it might be true. If you don't hear from somebody else, you constantly hearing bad stuff, haters and, you know, negative people who don't want to see you do well in life because you trying to do better and you trying to improve your life, you know. Let me read. I needed this today. I can't hug my mama and just needed some positive energy. Thanks, Coach. Well, you know, I'm here for you, baby. Look, that's what we do. We family. We family. Look, and that's why I pop up on you so much. Look, because at the end of the day, somebody need to hear something good. And that's what I'm bringing you, some good stuff. Because again, sometimes I feel like you need it more, some days more than others. So that's what I do. So I love y'all extremely. And I'm going to get back at y'all later. So come see me later. Love y'all. Have a great afternoon. Stay strong. And look, and never lose sight of who you are, because everything is a choice and everything is dependent upon you. Everything starts and finishes with you.